Moving is an EU-funded project aimed to enhance resilience against climate change and globalization, comparing value chains of different local products in 23 mountain regions throughout Europe. This video explores the case of Cold Mountain Shelter, a small community of young and educated lifestyle migrants living off-grid on a steep hillside near Lake Balaton. They jointly cultivate 8 hectares of long-abandoned vineyards, producing food through permaculture, but their main product is their knowledge on sustainable living. They provide training courses on food production, construction, water and energy management, and community development. They also run a nationwide movement, All Goes Together Association, with thousands of participants, many events, and a yearly festival aimed at knowledge exchange and networking. Cold Mountain Shelter has been the living laboratory for our action research in the Moving project. According to our research, climate change doesn't threaten their knowledge economy. On the contrary, growing environmental problems increase visibility and the need for the knowledge they produce. Real threats are more connected to changes in land use, cultural and urbanization pressure. Growing tourism is apt to change the cultural landscape, while newly built rural second homes, infrastructure and mown lawns displace agriculture and natural environment. Skyrocketing land prices prevent the local community from expanding their activities or invite new people. Changing regulations and policies may also jeopardize their activities, cutting their income from business and public tenders at the same time. The community has 3 mutually enabling objectives: to build and sustain a strong community living in and around Cold Mountain Shelter, to make a significant impact by raising environmental consciousness throughout Hungary, and to earn enough money to maintain Cold Mountain Shelter as a physical and spiritual space. Our analysis found that though these objectives are excellent, their implementation needs improvement. Doing agriculture is difficult here because of the thin soil, slopes, and the lack of water. At the same time, the beautiful landscape, the proximity of the Lake Balaton, and the reputation of Cold Mountain Shelter attract many visitors and knowledge seekers, so the foundations are good. The community produces lived and tested learning, collects experiences by trying out things themselves. Alternatively, they also invite famous knowledge holders and learn from them. However, to actually sell training courses, the community needs to raise their own consciousness by transforming experiences into informed knowledge first. Then they have to develop specific transferable knowledge material and training guidelines. This process is the most important bottleneck for them, as they lack skills, time, and self-confidence for it. Advertising courses and events of Cold Mountain Shelter is normally successful due to their well-established networks and platforms. However, they need to develop their reputation and credibility through documenting and showing their activities on social media much more systematically. Knowledge production, communication, and the daily treadmill are incompatible. If you prefer farming, you don't have time to produce knowledge. If you prefer knowledge production and communication, you are not a credible farmer. Cold Mountain Shelter is an excellent example of how a conscious and powerful community can create and spread knowledge about resilience and sustainability. They innovate, combine traditions with technology, create new frameworks and patterns, and show real-life solutions for some of the most important problems of our times. To overcome their difficulties and build a sustainable and successful knowledge economy, they need to raise their own awareness, learn new skills, and involve new human resources. For this, They should build on their most important advantages, their own adaptive capacity, existing networks, and cultural capital.